Welcome back, my dear friends. Very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and all the greetings, whatever time and place you are. I am Raghunandan Sengupta from IME department, IIT Kanpur in India. And this is a small introduction. I won't say small because it may continue for about 3-4 minutes. It's about a course which is divided into 3 parts. The course is known as the data analytics and data management or data analysis and data analytics, and the course is divided into 3 different courses which is known as DADM 1, DADM 2 and DADM 3, which will be running one after the other in sequence, where we will cover 3 main topics. In part 1, it will be the statistics part, both univariate and multivariate. In part 2, it will be operational research and related topics, and part 3 it will be computer science, but not from the view of algorithm design, but more from the view of trying to use the concept of computer science, data management, programming, so on and so forth for the data analytics part. Now, in the first part, second part, third part, all would be of 30 hours each. Each course would basically have individually a half an hour class. So, that would be running 5 classes in a week, and it will continue for 60 such lectures. That means, each lecture being for half an hour. So, we will be able to cover 30 hours for DADM 1. Then again in the next semester DADM 2 would basically cover another 30 hours, and in semester 3, which is the third part, going consecutively will cover DADM 3, which will be again for 30 hours. Now, coming back to the mode and the methodology of trying to teach the course. In the first half, which is the first part, DADM 1 will cover the concept of probability, the simple concept of inequalities and their application. By the way, let me mention it beforehand, for all the 3 courses DADM 1, 2 and 3, it will be more of applied one, using the concepts, using the theorems. There would not be any proofs or related hardcore mathematics for that. Anyway, coming back to DADM 1, it will cover probability, some simple concepts of inequality, then we will go to the random variables, and the concept of random variables will cover what we mean by the expected value and what are the uses of expected value, what are the concept of mean, median, mode, where we can use the different examples of mean, median, mode. We will also consider the concept of dispersion, variance, standard deviation. We will go into the higher moments. After that, we will cover the two different broad areas of distribution, which will be the discrete distribution and the concept of continuous distribution. We will consider different examples of that. From that, we will go into the different type of sampling concept, sampling distribution, which will consider the 3 main types, which is the F distribution, chi-square and T distribution. After that, we will go into the concept of hypothesis testing, consider the concept of point estimation, interval estimation, concept of unbiasedness, consistency. Main emphasis in the DADM 1 later part would be the hypothesis testing, different concept of hypothesis testing for the univariate case. Then we will go into the simple case concept of regression, all applied. Then we will go in the concept of multivariate statistics, cover factor analysis, conjoint analysis, structural equation modeling, logit model, probit model, and wrap it up with a lot of examples and hands on experience. In DADM 2, we will cover the concept of operation research, where we will start with the concept of linear programming, simplex method, duality, the concept of duality, why it is important. We will cover shadow prices, slackness, then go into the concept of the network flows, consider the northwest corner method, consider more in details of a nonlinear programming, gradient descent search methods, the application of quadratic programming, then the concept of stochastic programming will be considered, reliability programming, then the concept of robust optimization will be considered with obviously examples. And in the third part, we will consider the concept of support vector mechanism. Third part means DADM3 will consider support vector machines, the concept of neural networks, how algorithm design can be done. We will also consider different type of meta heuristic techniques which are utilized nowadays in a big way. Then like artificial immune system and colony optimization, genetic algorithm, and so on and so forth. And then try to basically wrap the whole course in such a way that we will in the end of DADM3, obviously after considering all the computing part, try to basically utilize and see how these three courses DADM 1, 2 and 3 can be utilized in a very big way in trying to understand the different tools and techniques which are very heavily used nowadays in big data, artificial immune system utilization, genetic algorithm utilization, in the area of artificial intelligence, and the different ways of working with how they can be used in predictions, and they can be used in forecasting, in time series, they can be utilized in, say for example, mechanical design, finance, accounting, marketing, and so on and so forth. I am sure these three courses taken collectively would be a very interesting one. It will be a little bit rigorous in the breadth, and obviously we will not go into the depth in the proofs, and I am sure that it will be a more of hands on experience for all of us. It will be interaction between the students and the candidates and the faculty member, and I am sure we from our side will be able to deliver the best course in the market, and I am sure it will be beneficial for all of us or all of you who are going to take this course. Have a nice day and thank you very much.